Hey gluten-free groupies, I'm back today to talk about some more makeup. Today we're talking about Sephora brand products. So I had done some research on my own, and the consensus I found just on the internet was that Sephora isn't gluten-free. So I wasn't sure if they were saying that because we don't want to be liable, no, our products are not tested, we're not gluten-free. So I asked Sephora one specific question. I said something about, I've heard your products are not gluten-free. I just want to know, is that because they're just not tested? Because, we can live with that. We know what that's like with so many other companies. So I said, do you say that your products are not gluten-free just because they're not tested, or do they actually have gluten in them? The first response I got was really interesting and strange. It was like super long, broken English. It just was confusing, and they were giving me all this advice about dealing with gluten-free products. Gluten cannot be absorbed through the skin, but if you have an allergic reaction, and it was just strange, and it didn't answer my question at all. So I replied one more time, and I said, I just want to know, do your products have gluten-containing ingredients, or do you say they're not gluten-free just because they're not tested? That's all I want to know. I got a reply back from someone who said, I'm sorry about any confusion, because it was confusing. And they said, we say that our products are not gluten-free because they actually have gluten-containing ingredients. That surprised me, actually. There's actually gluten-containing ingredients in Sephora products. So they say. I just want to add that here. I still wonder if it's a liability thing. Now, I love this one. I love this lip story. So I looked it up online. So I Googled each ingredient to see if I could figure out if there was gluten. So with my little amateur Googling, I didn't really find that any of those ingredients had gluten in them, those super long words you cannot pronounce. So it kind of made me wonder, is it really just a liability thing? Are they kind of just saying that? I really don't know. I'm just totally guessing here at why they would tell us they have gluten-containing ingredients if maybe you looked up one product at a time and it actually doesn't. I think it kind of would be a liability thing. But if they're saying that, then that must mean that at least some of their products have gluten in it. And if they're making in the same facility, there's probably a high chance of cross-contamination. And in the end, they're telling us there's gluten in it. So I think that means we don't even want to go near that. I'm probably going to stay away from everything they offer, foundations, lip products. I would probably go for an eyeshadow. I'm not too worried about that. So I hope that helps some of you that were wondering about that. I'd been really curious about that brand. Again, gluten-free groupies, please don't forget to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today.